beautiful soul peeps. Angel of the Dawn, back with another twin flame message. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm just going to pull like one card from a couple of different decks. I've already pulled runes. So we'll get into this in just a moment. Shout out to all of my new and existing subscribers. For one thing, I've missed you guys. Been taking some time out for a couple of different reasons. But shout out to all of my new and existing subscribers. I love each and every one of you guys. You guys freaking rock. And I thank you guys so much for all of your love and support here on my channel. And I thank you for, I feel so blessed for all of the new subscribers I get each and every day. So thank you guys for all being here. Hope everybody's surviving these crazy energies. We've got a lot going on right now. We are moving into Mercury retrograde. We are in the shadow period right now, but people are really starting to feel the effects. So keep that in mind. There can be a lot of issues with communication, technology, things like that. It is also a time to re-examine a lot of things. You know, look at things. This is a time of re-emergence. I think it's Mary Jo from Soulful Evolutions, or Soulful Revol. Damn it! All of a sudden I forgot Soulful Revolutions. She says that, you know, it's a time for all of the re's. You know, reunion, re-examination, re. So, a lot is going on. We've got so many planets in retrograde. We've got Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto. Let's see, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, and now Mercury is going into retrograde. It may actually be in retrograde by now. Let's see. Still in shadow. In Leo. Yeah, see, Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, Jupiter are all in retrograde. Mercury's in its shadow period at the moment, but moving closer to actually being in retrograde. So, lots and lots of things going on. Lots of energy coming up. I mean, I've been not really spending, like, I'll go on social media, but usually only spend like a couple of minutes on social media at a time right now, because the projecting and the deflecting is overwhelming in the collective. Like, it's like every other post, even in the spiritual communities, are people just projecting their own bullshit onto other people. And then they're putting it out there and getting other people to like and comment on these projections. And so it's creating a lot of lower energies right now, or a lot of lower energies are coming up to the surface to be expressed, and, you know, even if it is through that type of thing. But I still feel like it is, though, still moving us forward, even though it seems like it could be, you know, counterproductive. But just know that, you know, people are saying or doing things out there that doesn't feel good to you on the inside, but it's not for you. We are meant to feel good about our thoughts, feelings, beliefs, our decisions, our actions. Those things are supposed to make us feel good, not feel bad. And when we come from a place of love and authenticity and honesty, and integrity, then those choices, that thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, they do feel good. So if somebody is trying to make you feel bad about something that you're trying to do or want to do, feel, think, or believe, or do, whatever, you know, that's probably somebody you should say, thank you, next. Thank you, Ariana Grande. But yeah, I mean, it's that kind of energy. It's the thank you next type of energy. It's like, I appreciate your opinion. I appreciate any relationship that we've ever, that we've had over whatever course of a situation. Um, like I appreciate your friendship or your advice or whatever it is in the situation, but that no longer resonates with me. I'm sending you love and light, but I'm also, detaching myself and going on this other path or going on this other direction or whatever. And that can be a hard decision sometimes, depending on the relationship. If it's friends, long held friends, family members, jobs, even, it can be really difficult. But at the same time, it's more difficult to stay and keep ourselves in lower level vibrations that are not for us and not for our highest good because we want to make somebody else feel better. This is about making ourselves. Wow, that was very oaky of me. Making ourselves um, feel better, and it's not about somebody else. Um, and in my opinion, that's the best way we can help others is to be authentically who we are, and without having to tell somebody else who they are supposed to be. By being ourselves, we allow them to be who they're supposed to be because we don't judge, we don't condemn. I don't know if I already said something about, I just wrote, okay, just a few minutes ago, I read this little post on Facebook, and then I had to write something about it. I mean, I didn't have to, but it blew me away that there's people in the spiritual community that are still, like trying to control other people. And because I give information on this channel. I give information. It is up to other people whether they want to, absorb this information, take this information, or throw this information away. That is totally up to them. I am not trying to sell anybody on anything. I want everybody to be the best versions of themselves as they can be. I don't have all the answers, but I believe I have all the answers for me. And I believe each and every one of us have all of the answers for ourselves. And so that's all I'm here to do is to promote that. Promote going inside yourselves. If I can give you guys a little bit of insight or information along the way that helps you do that, then I feel blessed and honored that I have been able to do that. But in no way am I trying to get you to be something that you're not or that I think you're supposed to be or anything like that. But this article it said, don't be afraid to tell other people their truth. Okay, I was just blown away by that statement. I'm like, how in the hell can you tell somebody else their truth? Okay, like even when I read these cards, even when it's a personal reading, like even if it's a paid private reading, I will tell you in the reading, this may not be your energy. I am picking up on this energy strong. My attempt is this is your energy. But even if this is your energy, it's still up to you to take or leave what these cards are telling me, because there's a lot of factors. It's the X factor or the N factor, like in algebra. There's too many variables in situations to give concrete information or to tell somebody else that they're doing something wrong. Obviously, we're all here to grow on our own level, in our own time, and in our own way. That's what makes us individual. That's what makes us authentically us. Nobody can be a better you than you, and nobody can tell you how to be a better you than you. They may have suggestions or insights or, guidance, but anybody that says that they got to tell you your truth probably really needs to get in touch with their own truth. But that's just my opinion. That again, it's my opinion. And the way I deal with things. And again, I'm just sharing this out because that's what I've been guided to do, is to share the information. And I try not to be judgmental. And that's such a fine line because and I'm not judging that. Well, I guess I kind of am judging that person, and I'm trying to get out of that. you know, judging that person that made that statement. Because then my brain goes, why, what purpose does that serve them? You know, is it a control thing? Is it a money thing? Like, what purpose does it serve them? But that's coming from my ego and thinking that I can, you know, look at this bigger picture. You know, maybe they have totally other motives, but I still found it to be just because we've been in such a controlling paradigm for, you know, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of years. I don't know. I would be lying if I told you I knew. But just this time of somebody else trying to tell us what we think, feel, and believe, or what we should think, feel, or believe. That somebody else knows better for us, or yeah, better for us than we do. And I guess that's always kind of been a sticky spot for me. So I guess that may be a trigger for me to still work through, as far as other people trying to like control others. Because I want everybody to be liberated. I want everybody to be free. Everybody to be themselves, and you know, everybody thrive in their own authenticity. You know. So, anyways, I think that's all I had to say about all that for the most part. I am going to which cards am I going to pull first? Because like I said, I'm going to do this a little bit different. I'm going to pull one card. Let's see, we'll use this deck and this deck. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. And then I'm going to pull one card each from the deck of, or the Tarot of Sexual Magic. And then I will pull one card each from the Gilded Reverie, Lenormand. The Gilded Reverie I'm going to use for like advice. The Tarot of Sexual Magic, I'm going to get like how is each person feeling about the other. And from the, I don't remember the name of, I think this is like the Celtic Tarot or something like that, and this is Angel Tarot, similar or something. But these are going to just give us like where each person is at. I'm going to pull one card from each of these and get where each person's at. So to start with the runes, I pulled 2 runes for each, and now I got to look them back up because I already forgot and I didn't write them down. I thought I would remember, but then I started talking a lot. Okay, so for the Divine Masculine, oh yeah, okay, protection and initiation. So I feel like the Divine Masculines are really going through a major transformative time right now of initiation, kind of probably like the Dark Night of the Soul, but they're divinely protected. There is a, like, I'm seeing a sense of like a protection bubble around the Divine Masculines while they go through this transition and this initiation process. Okay, and so for the Divine Feminines, we've got movement and success. So the divine, or movement to harvest and success. So the Divine Feminines are in a position to start reaping what they've sown in, you know, well, whatever that is. If you've been doing good things and planting positive seeds, then positive harvest is coming. If you've been sowing negative seeds and lower vibrations, then a negative harvest is most likely on its way. So, I mean, that's just the laws of the universe. About what we send out, we get back. So, okay, so we'll start with the Divine Masculine. Shuffle a little bit, because I did not pre-shuffle. Because I was kind of making this one up as I was going along. I was like, I want to do something different. I don't know exactly what I want to do. I wasn't even sure what reading I wanted to do because I've been out for a few days, or a day or so. Now I can't remember. me one card to represent the energy for the Divine Masculine at this time. That's more than one. Just more than one. I really just want one. We've got we've got illumination. Okay, so they could be taking control of a situation. They could be getting clear on what they're passionate about, and taking control of like their mind and getting out of some kind of mental bondage. So just want one. There was the Ace of Swords though in reverse, so that could be a lack of clarity at this time, or it could be not speaking their truth. But okay, that one flew. Oh well, we got the Chariot. And the bottom of this deck is the Page of Cups. So, I feel like they're very much, in this forward movement, like mentality. They could be, this Page of Cups says reflection. They could be reflecting on, okay, I've said this before. No, baby girl, not now. Okay, I've said this before about this card. It's been a long time though, and I don't always get this message, but I feel like, if you guys see, I don't know if you guys can see, that dude, he's sitting there by the river or whatever, the water, and he's talking to a fish, okay, or it looks like he's talking to a fish, because the fish is up out of the water, and, it just looks like they're talking, like they're having a conversation. So I really get that this is the Divine Masculine, really connecting to spirit guides, spirit animals, maybe even getting messages like through their pets, some kind of connection with pets or spirit animals, or even guides, and their guides could be coming through in so many different ways. This also could be signs and synchronicities that are, like, they could be seeing certain like seeing certain animals or insects or birds or something like that could be giving them signs, but there's something to do with communicating on a a higher level than just the 3D level. This is some type of otherworldly communication or higher communication, and again I feel like this has to do with this protection and this initiation. So the Divine Masculines, I feel like they're like, nose to the grind when it comes to this ascension all of a sudden. Like something has changed for the Divine Masculines to where they're really like full force into raising their vibration, opening their minds, and really, getting on board with this journey. I also do think, though, okay, they also could be getting guidance and answers about some past situation, because I just noticed, like, the Chariot is moving, like, this way towards the future, but this Page of Cups, even though he's talking to the fish, he is looking the other direction. You guys can't even see my hands. But the Chariot is moving this way, and the Page of Cups, I mean, he's kind of looking down, but he's also looking that way. So, there could be some new insights about a past situation, or something like that, that is helping the divine masculines move forward. And that also could be representative of ancestors, getting some type of guidance from ancestors, because again, that points to past, ancestors, past. So they could be getting some type of guidance from ancestors that is helping them move forward in some way. Okay, this is interesting. I'll show you guys something. Okay, so I get these ads that pop up on my phone for whatever reason, I don't know. I've checked all of the apps, I've deleted apps and all kinds of things, but these ads pop up anyway. And this one, I don't know if you guys can see it. It says Idle World, and it's got like the planet, or it's got like, I don't know, like Earth and maybe Mars? Yeah, I guess it's probably Mars. So anyways, I just thought that was interesting. I've never seen that ad pop up before. Idle World. So, I don't know, that for whatever reason, that brings up the, what is it, Idle Hands? No, I can't remember, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, I just thought that was interesting. I don't know why exactly, but... Alright, so let's see. So the divine masculines, I feel like they're really deep in this transformation, this transition, this transformation, really deep in it. I feel like they are really surrendering. I kind of get that too from this card. This like page of cups is like saying all kinds of things today, because he's like down on one knee. Like, I feel like he's surrendering to the process. He's surrendering to his higher self, to his guides, in order to move forward. Alright, so give me one card for the Divine Feminines. Okay, well that was quick. Oh, okay. Really? I only want one. Okay, so we've got the 5 of water. I'm going to go ahead and take them. We've got the 5 of water and the 9 of water, and then the Knight of Fire. So that is 5 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so for the Divine Feminines, I feel like there's some sadness, potentially in, like, maybe how fast things are moving, or they're not seeing that their wishes are being fulfilled, coming true. There also could be some kind of hesitation about moving forward and receiving their success and their harvest without the Divine Masculine, because I feel like this is moving forward, like with or without the Divine Masculine. So I feel like the Divine Feminines, or at least this group of Divine Feminines, maybe have some type of hesitation, or like sadness or fear or something, that is kind of lingering. I don't feel like it's totally holding them back, because we've got movement and we've got wish fulfillment. But there's something that is just a little disheartening or something like that. Although, no, actually, I mean, maybe that could be a thing, but in this 5 of water, it's like most of the other, like 5 of Cups, the focus is usually a lot more on like the spilt cups, but in this 5 of water, it's like after the storm type of situation. All of these other cups are in the dark now, and these two cups are emerging out of the darkness into the light. So this actually, in the saying to the card, is not the message I'm actually getting off of this card today. I mean, it kind of is. Like I said, for one group, it's some kind of sadness, and almost a hesitation about moving forward to wish fulfillment and harvest and like reaping your rewards. But on the other hand, I feel like it is, you know, like I said, the Two of Cups standing alone here in the center, coming out of the darkness of all of these other failed attempts at this Two of Cups. So this is like the relationship. This also could be like just balance within yourself, Divine Feminines, after, you know, trying to create that balance out of an external relationship. This could be bringing the balance in within yourself, because we do have wish fulfillment. We have the Nine of Cups after that, and then we have the Knight of Fire, which is the Knight of Wands. So this says a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. It also represents passion, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. So, Divine Feminines, you could be a little restless too, waiting for this harvest and this wish fulfillment. You could be feeling this coming and know that it's coming, and so like you're getting anxious and antsy, and you know, it's like, when is it gonna come? When is it gonna come? So it's like you've gotta not be putting out that when is it gonna come type of energy, and be more in a receptive mode to the energy. Be in a receiving mode, because like I said, there is the harvest coming. You are reaping your rewards. There is success on its way. And we've got that with movement, and we've got that here with the Knight of Fire with the movement. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. Give me one card for how the Divine Masculine is feeling about the Divine Feminine. And this is from Tarot of Sexual Magic. Masculine feels towards the Divine Feminine at this time. That's more than I wanted, way more than I wanted. Queen of Cups, nurturing, very nurturing. King of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse, Three of Cups in the upright. So I feel like the Divine Masculines is seeing the Divine Feminines as somebody that is very nurturing, like somebody that they could depend on, somebody that they can build with, somebody that they have a lot of love for. The Two of Wands, I feel like that's the Divine Masculines deciding to make a choice. They could be choosing to walk away from some type of financial arrangement in order to have success with the Divine Feminines. With the Three of Chalices there. Alright, I'm going to shuffle again, and we'll get Divine Feminine. So I feel like the Divine Masculines are starting to realize that basically this, I feel like this is a choosing love over money with the Queen of Chalices, or heart over head, either way you want to take that. With the Queen of Chalices in the upright, but the King of Pentacles in the reverse. And also this King This looks a little dominating. Well, you guys aren't going to be able to see it, but if you guys are familiar with this deck, this guy, he's got his hand raised over here, and this girl, she's looking kind of like shy, like she's trying to cover herself. I don't know, this one, not the kind of King of Pentacles energy I usually get from a King of Pentacles card, but that's just kind of a telling situation there. Some kind of like control, but getting out of that and making the decision, like this could be the one, basically. It's like, or they're realizing that this is the one, that this is the person that they could build with, that would be the, like, if you want to call it a win, I guess it'd be the win, the one to be long term, to create with, co-create with the universe. All right, Divine Feminines, how are you feeling about the Divine Masculines? Seven of Wands. You could be feeling a little defensive toward the Divine Masculines, or like you could feel like you have to well, I feel like this is boundaries and standing your ground, because I feel like if this situation in the past didn't work out so well, if it was one of these cups spilt over here with the 5 of water here, it's like you're being a little, you feel like you have to defend your position. Or it could be also defending the connection. Yeah, I'm not taking all of those. I'm done with that. That's too many. I really only wanted one, but since I got 4 over here, we're going to go ahead and get 3 or 4 over here too. Or the Divine Feminine could feel that the Divine Masculine needs to defend this connection, or is trying to defend this connection, something like that. How many is that? Damn it. Well, that's not too many more. Got the World in reverse. So the Divine Feminine, okay, we also have the Tower, the 9 of Chalices. Okay, we got the 9 of Cups twice for on the Divine Feminine side. And then we've got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so we've got 2 5s, not the same, but, and then overall, well, I'm not going to use this stuff as an overall, because actually that will do help and guidance here in a second. Okay, so, the Divine Feminines are seeing the Divine Masculines as, I feel like, yeah, maybe a little defensive. They're seeing them as like maybe getting their world turned upside down, with the world literally in the reverse. A Tower moment. Okay, so I don't know if the Divine Masculines are dealing with a third party situation separate from the Divine Feminine, like, because of the connection that the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine have. That's always a third party situation if there is anybody else involved. But I mean, like, if the Divine Masculine is in a third party situation with a karmic partner, because this shows, I don't know if you guys will see it. It's got, there we go. It's got a man, a man and a woman engaging in sex, and then another man coming up behind with an axe, getting ready to end this third party situation. And that's the Tower. So there could have been I really just feel like this is the Divine Feminine seeing the Divine Masculine going through all of these changes, though. But they could be going through some type of third-party situation that doesn't involve the Divine Feminine. Um, but I do see that you go from the Seven of Wands to the World in reverse, but then you've got the Tower. So it's like the Tower is going to right these wrongs and turn this world right side up, and then bring in this Nine of Cups. So I feel like, and that's after healing from some type of abandonment issues. So I feel like the Divine Feminines are really just seeing the Divine Masculines go through all of these massive changes, and watching their healing process for the most part. Um, so I do feel a sense of compassion that the Divine Feminines are feeling for the Divine Masculines, because they do realize that, you know, everything is being flipped around and upside down for the Divine Masculines, because they've been through it. You know, the Divine Feminines, you know, this group has already been through that, and so they know what it feels like. And so they do have a lot of love and compassion for what the Divine Masculines are going through at this time. I do feel like, okay, the Seven of Wands, it was kind of giving me an issue. I actually feel like this is the Divine Feminine, kind of just like the other Seven of Wands cards. Let's see if I can find one really quick. Well, you guys know, because you guys probably wouldn't be able to see it anyway, but the Seven of Wands is usually like one person, like up on kind of like a hill or a ledge or something, and then there's other people down below, and they all got their wands, you know, pointing up at that person, and then the person on up top is got their one pointing down at them. So it's almost like the Divine Feminines are kind of watching and standing on guard, but watching the situation like unfold. But like I said, still having love and compassion for what love, compassion, and awareness of what the Divine Masculines are actually going through at this time. Okay, so help and guidance. Let's get one card from the Reverie deck, or the Gilded deck, for help and guidance for each. Alright, help and guidance for the Divine Masculines. They've got, wait, I'm not too familiar with these yet. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pull, before I read them, I'm going to pull all the cards and then I'll read them from the book. Okay, let's shuffle and get the Divine Feminines. Divine Feminines, help and guidance. That's interesting. Huh. I didn't realize that before. My life path number, if you guys are into numerology, is number 1. And my Divine Masculines is the number 9. And this card is the 1 card. And then down here it's got the plain card of the 9 of Hearts. So that's interesting. We get a lot of things like that, especially this deck, because this deck also has one. I talked about it the other night when I first did the other reading with it. Oh, there it was. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it is right there. This one has his birthday on it, so that's interesting. 6/16. So, anyways, and then we got the sides right there in the center. So I feel like that's definitely cutting out anything that no longer serves. But let's start over here with the Divine Masculines. They've got the number 33 card, which is the Key. Discoveries and solutions are my forte. You will find me in synchronicities. Been talking about that a lot for the Divine Masculines. Signs and fate. When I land close to you, know that you have the means and the answers to what is troubling you. Look to my right. We will do that in a second. I point to what is highly important or what needs to be solved. Okay, so what needs to be solved is the number 12. Now, a little side note, and I'm not sure how that's going to play out yet, but there's two number 12s. There is, let me see if I can find the other number 12, and then we'll see what they both say, actually, to know the difference. Oh, I thought I seen it. And I'm hearing a song. Let's see, someone save me if you will. Take away all these pills. Please just save me from blasphemy. Man, I can't think. I think that's Shinedown, but I don't remember what song. Okay, so if any of you guys know that song, that may be significant. Okay, so here we got the two different 12s. One is like little, well, let's see what this says. I don't say what kind of birds. Okay, but anyways, there's two different 12 cards, and they have two different meanings. Now I gotta go back. Damn it. Hold on. Go back to the other card. Okay, so back to the key. Discoveries and solutions are my forte. You will find me in synchronicities, signs, and fate. When I land close to you, know that you have the means and the answers to what is troubling you. Look to my right. I point to what is highly important or what needs to be solved. Okay, so I'm going to read the little thing for birds in general, because these are both birds, but one is owls and one is like little birds in the day. Okay, so a phone call, a text, or a date, that is how I communicate. I am in meetings or interviews, and I like to negotiate. I can be your sibling, lover, or mate. Couples is what I indicate. Okay, so if it was this bird's, this card may be symbolic of jabber, gossip, or the passing of information of a positive kind. As ever dependent on the cards in which accompany it, or in which company it is found. Many voices together are louder than one. It is also the modern view of crowdsourcing or mass communication. It can be as simple as an announcement that travels quickly or is distributed widely, especially with the Rider card. This too is the ever-growing world of Facebook and Twitter communication. The card may mean literal tweeting. There may, however, be miscommunication with the Chinese whispers effect. In fairy tales, characters are sometimes given the ability to understand the language of the birds, and it could be that the card signifies misunderstandings, partially when combined with the birds. Okay, that's what this one says, but that one's not the one that comes up. So, the opposite of that, the owl's card also indicates communication, but usually of less frivolous nature. Owls may be sharing their wisdom or urging you to listen to what your elders or learned friends may have to say. Owls may also be telling you to look for other important signs around you. Oh my gosh, okay, so this is amazing. I'm glad I read both of them, because this is saying, I feel like this is kind of the energy that the Divine Masculines may be moving out of. This more frivolous communication, things on more of a surface level, maybe, even things on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, things like that. Having pages and groups and things. So this is the more frivolous nature of like the Divine Masculine's path. But this is saying that they're ready to, they're receiving signs, synchronicities, and messages, and they're ready to communicate that. So I feel like, again, with this chariot and all this reflection that's being done, this initiation and protection, there's been some kind of breakthrough, and the Divine Masculines are really wanting to communicate that now, and not in a superficial, surface type of way. This is in a more deep, meaningful type of way. So if they've been engaged in something that was more surface level, like a facade or a mask type of situation, doing things just for how it looked. They are moving past that and moving to more deep, meaningful communication. And they're getting lots and lots of signs and synchronicities. And basically, they're getting the key to communication, is what I'm getting. And they're ready to move forward to do that. Okay, so the Divine Feminines got the fish. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so very interesting, or at least for me. Okay, so the syncs that we've got 33, 34. So it's like the Divine Masculines are now like right there with the Divine Feminines. Like they're just one step away. And then I just realized that this is the 1 card and this is the 12 card. That's my birthday. So, anyways, yeah, 33, 34. So we're moving, we're progressing, we're close to, this is like close to union. 34. Fish. I bring plenty and abundance. I deal in commerce and sales. I advocate independence and promote self-reliance in trade. Water, expansion, and flow is my department. Be careful not to tip the scales between tipsy and loaded. You don't want to end up dizzy and bloated. Okay, so I feel like, the Divine Feminines, we got all this water energy going on. We are in Cancer season. And so I feel like all of this is happening for the Divine Feminines. Or, some type of reaping of rewards, some type of success is happening for a group of Divine Feminines in Cancer season. So that is, obviously now until like the 20th or 21st of July. So there's a lot of movement. I feel like there's financial rewards, financial abundance that are coming through for the Divine Feminines. All of your hard work and healing has paid off, and it's time to move into your harvest. And so then we've got the Rider. I am always bringing news. Look around me to see what it includes. Well, we've done that. Lots and lots of good things. I might be coming to visit or bringing you some changes. I am fast and always on the move. If you see a negative card close by, you will probably not enjoy the reply. Okay, so I don't see any negative cards, at least not in like the Divine Feminine's energy. The only negative seeming cards would be how the Divine Feminine is seeing the Divine Masculine. And I feel like this is not like looking at them from a feelings point of view, but more of a objective observer of the situation point of view, whereas they're just seeing what the Divine Masculines are going through. And I also feel like this Five of Pentacles in reverse is like saying, as an energy and as a love, the Divine Feminines are not going to abandon, their mission, which if the twin flame connection includes coming back into union, it's like the Divine Feminines, they're not going to abandon their mission. And they could also be getting out of abandonment issues. But I do feel like all of this is positive. We've got lots with the Rider and the Chariot. I feel like we do have a lot of mirroring, actually. Lots of water. They've got cups. Divine Feminines, we've got cups. Fish. Yeah. So, and then that scythe there in the middle. Let's see what that. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the sun. Be careful, I am swift and sharp. I cut through with precision, with a sharp and clear vision. I am an accident, a deep cut, a break, or sometimes a difficult decision that needs to be made. I can bring good harvest or danger. Look at what I am cutting nearby. it just might be your wage. Okay, so actually I feel like this is the divine masculines and the divine feminines cutting out anything that no longer serves them. Karmic relationships, karmic situations, outdated thoughts, feelings, beliefs, actions. This is really a leveling up for both divine masculines and divine feminines. Yeah, I really feel like some. And okay, this is crazy too. And I know I said it on the channel. Well, actually, I don't know that I said it on the channel. I think I said it on the channel whenever it came through, or I wrote about it on Facebook. But I haven't taken the time to go back in to find it again because it's been months ago. I want to say it was still in 2018 when I received a message that told me, and the only thing it said was in Cancer season. So I know, at least for me, I don't know if that was a message specifically for me or, a collective message, but something major is happening during Cancer season. And of course, all of this right here reveals that, there's major changes happening and coming. But yeah, so that was a message I got months ago. And like I said, I can't remember if I actually said it in a video or if I typed it out on Facebook or something like that. I will have to try to go back and find it. I just don't remember when it was. That would be helpful. I may have even only wrote it down in a notebook or something somewhere. And that could prove to be just as difficult because I have notebooks strung all over the place. But anyways, major things are happening. I feel like Cancer season is at least a big kickoff because we also, during Cancer season, we start back up in the eclipses. We've got the July 2nd eclipse, and I think the next one is maybe, hold on, let's see, I don't want to say out of turn here. Yeah, I was right, okay. So the solar eclipse is July 2nd, and the lunar eclipse, I think it's a partial lunar eclipse, is July 16th. Now those are both Central Standard Time here in Oklahoma. So it's like 2:16 p.m. July 2nd for the solar eclipse, and 4:38 Tuesday, July 16th for the lunar eclipse. So, and the new, or wait, and that's, hold on, damn it, is that, okay, yeah, so the partial lunar eclipse falls on the full moon. It looks like the eclipse actually says 4:31, the full moon 4:38. No, maybe not. I'm so confused. It says the greatest eclipse 4:31 p.m., but then it says partial at 3:02. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, it is on the 16th for us here in Oklahoma, around 4:30, something like that. I don't know what I just did. Okay, anyways, so eclipse seasons, or eclipses are happening during Cancer season. Both eclipses are happening during Cancer season. And then right after that, we have the beginning of the new galactic year toward the end of the month. I think it's like on the 27th or the 28th. So the rise of the divine feminine, or the year of the divine feminine. So lots and lots of changes going on, lots of unions about to take place because we're all raising in our vibration, and it's all divinely orchestrated but very deeply woven together. This thing happens, so this thing can happen, and this thing happens, so this thing can happen, and it's this big old giant synchronistic puzzle that's all coming together. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give me the thumbs up, hit that like button, and if you guys haven't already subscribed, subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I put out new videos. Like or share, comment. I love to hear from you guys. And if you guys, I do still have the special for the Twinflame and the Twinflame Mini. Do check out the description box. There has been some changes. I've added a couple of new services and prices have changed. So, but the special is still at the same special price, the $45 for the full Twinflame and the $20 for the Twinflame Mini. So if you'd like to take advantage of that before the price goes up on the 1st, let me know. And like I said, there's a couple of new services that I'm offering now. So if you guys are interested in that, please let me know. And if you guys would just like to donate to the channel because you guys get some kind of guidance, information, or insight out of these videos I post here, you can do that by sending those payments to my PayPal at paypal.me/Angel of the Dawn. Those are always greatly appreciated and accepted. And I am sending you guys so very much love and support on this crazy journey that we're on. I mean, it's a very rewarding journey, but oh my gosh, it's so intense. But I'm sending you guys so much love and support, and thank you guys for being here. I love you all, and this is Angel of the Dawn. Same peace, love, and light out. Until next time.